Oh, I'm live. Okay, so like I was thinking, I actually had to was thinking, oh, I'll just sit here and let it be in this weird pause phase and wait for people to come in the room because that'll make it what I'm doing this evil live shit easier. No, but anyway, boy, have I been transcendental today? Like seriously, creator, source of everything that was and is to come. It's just I'm like it how you wow. English language is so lacking. That's why God spelled backwards is dog. I love that, by the way. I think that's like one of like God's my favorite attribute of God is his irony because I mean like his timing with that shit is perfect. Like like we're yeah, I'm sitting in the bathtub right now and yeah the lights are off, so anyway. Um now I derailed my train of thought, but dude, like my thoughts have been like, oh my god, like my epiphanies, my uh relativity moments, my uh synchronicities, like just these implanted thoughts into my brain, the things that I'm able to say, these words that are coming out of my mouth when I'm in this flow state. I do not, and I'm not. I don't have such control over my speech and my language if I'm just, you know, vibrating at a semi-regular speed. But lately, I have just been like killing it with rotating ass chakras and high ass energy. I can feel it. I can feel it in my fingertips. And I'm finally learning how to use my third eye to see. It's just, oh God. And it's like giving me so much like wise insight that I can, it's shit only like an ascended master would say. Like for real. Hold on, I'm about to remember one of them for you. Oh my God. So, what was I just saying? Like when you figure, okay, so like seeing with your third eye, right? And that means manipulating energy and like understanding that like even in 3D, right? This dimension, I'm not in 3D right now, but even in 3D, everything we see is something our brain creates a projection of. It's a hologram. Some are denser than others, so that means I need to somehow solder these two ideas together, and I just did hemisync, so I believe that they are going to solder now. These two ideas that I do this 24 hours a day, 7 days a week anyway. Just create whatever it is. My brain creates whatever it is I'm saying. I do that. So, I don't know, I sound batshit crazy right now, but I think it was, uh, Einstein who said something about, to truly be enlightened, um, especially when duality leaves, so does sanity. Like when duality hits the door, definitely sanity does too. They say um, people who are schizophrenic, actually, it's not a mental illness. They just are able to perceive more, a vast array more dimensions than people who are not schizophrenic. what's weird is that, you know what? I have a weird family story, and I don't know how to get answers to it because nobody will talk to me. Literally. Like, I have an uncle who is mayor of the, he's the mayor of the town in Texas that I was born in. And like, and my first cousin who I grew up with, is this son who's an attorney. You know, there's a family office, and hand wrote a letter just asking questions about with like I had questions about my mother, and I had a pretty traumatic childhood. Plus, I was autistic, which I didn't. I didn't give proper responses, and because I didn't give proper responses to the things that she would tell me, I never got the right information. Just every time she would say, I didn't meet her till I was almost 7, and I think like the first day she met me, she said it. She said, Sarah, your daddy stole you away from me. And all I did was just look at her, and I didn't say anything, and I know that my look was very blank. It was I looked at her with dead eyes. I could do dead eyes. I can still do dead eyes really good. I used to practice looking dead when I was a child. I don't know how normal that is. I actually never wondered how normal that was, but I did it a lot. I used to try to get my little sister that we didn't like. We never liked one another, she and I, but we would pretend to some days. We would be just that bored, and it still just never worked out. And but one time I did get her to play dead with me, and she started crying. And because I'm really good at playing dead, like she was crying, and I just stayed dead, and that was my thing. That, and I love to sing in the backyard. We had a little metal, crappy swing set, the kind you had back in the 80s that were those hollow metal pipes. And, the one shitty swing that you couldn't really go high on, and the fucking short slide that didn't even slide. Fucking little tykes bullshit. So, oh yeah, back to my weird story. Uh, um, so my dad kidnapped me, my mom would say. And after that little exchange, which happened every other weekend, um, and you know, during the 2 weeks at the beginning of the summer and 2 weeks at the end of the summer, I would hear it again, and it was always met with the same response. And it took me to my 40s when thinking about this, to realize that once the exchange ended, I never thought about it again. So I don't know what that means. Um, yeah, like I never, and like, okay, so I'm a super, um, like, uh, I'm introverted, and I like to be inside, like learning me. I go within. I know myself. Do you know thyself? I do. Of course, not anywhere close to being finished, and I never will be, but I know some cool shit now. And it's weird that I think that this really is like the 13th year. The 13th's been really prominent lately. Oh yeah, I saw very credible. And okay, so as we approach the end of the world, whatever that looks like, it could look very, very positive and beautiful, and a bag of ragdoll kittens. That was for you, Ted. Or it could look like probably just like a big flash and waking up somewhere else. That when you wake up, you don't even notice that you're somewhere else. You're the same place that you've been, and you just go about your business. That's how that is. That's what death is, I think. That's got to be how death is. That's got to be how death is. Same thing as falling asleep to a dream. It's got to be. Like, because, when you fall asleep and dream at night, your your light body, your astral body leaves. Because your spirit and your soul don't need sleep. That's a fucking third 3D human construct. It's weird. I have a record of how the amount of days I was able to stay awake without any napping or sleeping whatsoever, and it was 13 days. I have this this number 13 has some kind of influence on it with me that we know each. I don't know how to say this, and the twos are coming up so hard. And anyway, um, there's as we approach the end, there's gonna come out lots of what appears to be credible sources for this and that, and I'm telling you, they're gonna the really sound and true as fuck, but are straight up 100% lies by people who have been in communities that are in these algorithms that I'm in. They've had our AI infiltrating, right? So that people get used to these truthers or whatever you want to call them, conspiracy theorists. There's a community now. And like we have some of us that everybody knows their name. And I think it is already to the point where I think more I think probably at least 80% of them have infiltrated, and they're spreading lies that sound so much like the truth. It's just like the Bible verse in 2 Thessalonians, I think 12, where it says, "And God shall send them a strong delusion that they should believe a lie because they had pleasure in their unrighteousness." The heater fan in my ceiling looks like a UAP. UAP. PAU. 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 Paul. PUA. Oh, yeah, so the date, the date for the end date is November 16th, 23. So just like in a few weeks. There's been another, TV sighting where it's obviously they're hiding it in plain sight, like clocks, like over Air Jordan tennis shoes. Everybody knows Jordan means 23. Everybody like um fucking conspiracy theory cabal 101. You learn that shit. So like Like the first like 6 months are just Bilderbergers group, Rothschilds, fucking Rockefellers. You got to get your basics. Oh, and they're also going to show even back in the day. It came the same way, and the birth certificate thing that started coming in because they were saying to making the same type of birth certificate videos back in 2009. That I'd be like, yeah, I really need to do that, and never did. Still haven't, and I'm still watching the videos and saving them. Gonna do it later. Later doesn't exist, bitch. Excuse me, I gotta warm up my water. I gotta warm up my water. I read somewhere recently that, say if you live in a concrete jungle like me, uh, you can ground in water like in your bathtub. But um, I don't know how true it is, but I did hear it. And as long as I believe it, then it's true, right? God, particle physics is just like it's better than well, I love it anyway. I just love everything. I've been sitting in this tub now for God knows how long. I don't know. I am God. I should know. You should know. I think I've been sitting in this tub now for probably about 57 minutes. Let me see how psychic I am. Is it gonna? I don't know. Oh. 17 minutes. Boy, can you tell how much I love doing this? Time is creeping by. Anyway, I'm just here to keep an authentic experience available to people who are going through the same awakening processes. And I'm pretty sure the symptoms are it's just different for everybody. There's no way it's fucking not. Because we're creating it. It's our creations. We're like snowflakes, bro. And yeah. So anyway, we might get to fold back into the one on that data. So, or okay, but now the thing that they're pulling the shit from is like this illustration somewhere. I don't know where they got it. I don't know, but definitely just had Illuminati symbology like all over it. The black and white, duality, black, white, and red, and blue. Um, and anyway, there was like a clock, a regular clock, and you could see its hands, but then you could see like almost like it was like another set of hands that looked more shadowy, and the time on the clock and the hands that appeared to be the ones you were supposed to be judging the time from said, I think it's like 1:24. And this thing also said that we are actually, and this wasn't surprising to me at all, but it said we're actually in the year 5,000, like 450 something. That doesn't sound surprising at all. I mean, if I can time walk, I can't even imagine how many infinite, it's an infinite amount of time walkers just time walking, because that's what time walkers do is time walk. And everybody who has activated their other so-called junk strands of DNA I will never probably listen to this. I will probably be so embarrassed, or would I? Because I am definitely, like, I am about several versions. I've had a several version upgrade, even just since like 2 or 3 days ago. I'm like able to like see, my powers, my superpowers coming in. So, like seeing with my third eye. Okay, so I really just like I went balls deep, just had my eyes closed and I'm looking through my third eye and I can see the outline of the energy because I'm moving my arms up and down, and I can see the energy. I just want it to take a shape, but I can see it moving and it's moving and it's somewhat shaped. I don't know, no. And like, there's when I start vibrating like super high, like I get flooded. It's like my crown chakra opens and just the brightest light is coming into my head and going out and coming in and going out. When that happened to me, the first time that happened to me was back when I was still married. And boy, you want to talk about, I thought I was crazy as fuck. Oh my God. Oh my God. You can understand. At the time, I had been a practicing 7-point Calvinist. And things were happening to me that were not okay according to Christian dogma. But I knew, I knew that there was no way that I was discarded or whatever. Even though I really knew that Jesus came to me in my backyard, not in a physical shape, and sexually aroused the fuck out of me. It was amazing. He did it over the next few months after it happened the first time. It would happen a few times a week. I mean, I lived there by myself. He got the kids and then the divorce, and I had a certain amount of time. He got the house too, that I could stay in the house, and yeah. So anyway, yeah, I would just stay up all night, and I don't know, the stars. I loved my backyard, and gosh, back then, like, just you could see so many more stars, like, and they were all so bright and beautiful. And it's like somebody turned off the stars. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this off for now and forget it ever happened. Oh, I gotta drive my face off. Fuck it. I don't care, cause you know what? If somebody came to me and said, "Okay, crazy person, you can stop being crazy like you're being, trading and all that, and then being normal," I would fuck. Oh, you see it? That's not even okay. Whatever. I don't think Charles Manson had any depression at all, and he shouldn't have, because he didn't kill not one motherfucker. That was the CIA. Bless his poor heart. Yep, I just said that. I love all of my creation.